Good morning, ladies. We're going to start talking about the grammar of Unit 8, narrative tenses. Narrative من narration, من narrator. النarrative اللي هي الرواية. Okay? When we are telling a story, we are narrating a story. نروي قصة أو novel أو رواية. Okay? narrative اللي هو الروائي. So it's the same as the time expressions. Okay? اللي هي التعبيرات اللي بنستعملها عشان نعبر الكلمات اللي بنستعملها عشان نعبر عن الوقت أو تتابع الأحداث. The function of the time expressions نستعمله to give extra information about the time of the events. Okay? تعطينا extra information عن الوقت اللي صارت فيه الevents الأحداث. The first one اللي هو when عندما. Okay? When we enter طبعا we use when as a time expression. When we entered the house, entered verb 2, the phone rang. Okay? Here the two actions happened at the same time. Okay? بمجرد ما دخلت التليفون رن. Okay? أنا دخلت التليفون رن. The two actions verb 2 happened at the same time. هلا we can use also when if one action happened before the other. When we had entered past perfect as you see the house the phone rang. هلا بالنسبة لهاي الجملة past perfect past simple مين اللي بيكون صار قبل؟ اللي بيكون صار قبل دائما past perfect happened before the other action. The action اللي هو فيه past perfect happened before the other. So if the two actions happened at the same time لما يصيروا هم الاثنين بنفس الوقت نستعمل verb 2. If one happened before another one we use past perfect and verb 2. This is if we're talking about when. هلا by the time another expression by the time. Okay? بالوقت اللي أنا for example سويت فيه إشي صار إشي تاني. This is the meaning of by the time. By the time I finished as you see verb 2 my homework my father had come in. Okay? بالوقت اللي أنا خلصت فيه والدي دخل المنزل. Okay? So by the time I finished my homework my father had come in. Which one happened before the other? The past perfect بيكون supposed to happen before the verb 2 or past simple. هذا الحدث اللي هو الدخول تم قبل الverb 2 اللي هو finishing the homework. So this has happened then it followed by the finishing action. Another example by the time sorry it's not another example. By the time دائما followed or comes with verb 2. Okay, past simple which is the second event. Past perfect the first event. It doesn't matter whether it comes at the beginning or at the end. Number 3 we have before. I turned the light off before I went to bed. أطفأت الأضواء بعدين ذهبت للنوم. I turned verb 2 went verb 2. هلا الحدثين أنا بعرف تتابع الأحداث إني أول شيء أنا طفيت الضوء بعدين فورا رحت نمت أو على طول ما عملت إشي تاني رحت نمت. بهاي الحالة بنستعمل before verb 2 وقبلها verb 2 وطبعا before always followed with verb 2. لكن إحنا بنعرف إنه before sometimes it comes with verb 2 and the other clause it comes with had plus verb 3. هلا if I know the consequence of the events إذا أنا بعرف تتابع الأحداث والوقت اللي صار فيه الevents أو الأكشن بستعمل verb 2 verb 2. Look at this the second example. Sammy came to the party before we had eaten the cake. The same as before I cooked spaghetti I had never entered the kitchen. هلا هون before followed by had plus verb 3 with the other clause verb 2 the same as متساوي مع before I cooked يعني it doesn't matter ما بفرق إذا إجت before بعدها had plus verb 3 أو verb 2 و before I cooked verb 2 و I had never entered the kitchen had plus verb 3 التنتين the same meaning ما بتفرق. بس بهاي الحالة الأولى لما يكون verb 2 والشق الثاني verb to بكون أنا عارفة تتابع الأحداث. I know exactly when the action happened. هون لا ما بعرف بالضبط. سامي came to the party before we had eaten the cake. هو إجا على الحفلة ما بنعرف، بس هو مش يعني قبل ما ناكل الكيك. أوكي، ما بنعرف بالضبط إمتى صار المجيء، حدث المجيء أو الحضور للحفلة، لكنه إجا يعني قبل ما ناكل الكيك. For example, look at this example. Before I cooked spaghetti, I had never entered the kitchen. أوكي، يعني أول مرة طبخت فيها أو قبل ما أطبخ أتعلم كيف أعمل السباجيتي عمري ما دخلت المطبخ. أوكي، فهاد ما بنعرف بالضبط توقيته، لكن بنعرف إنه cooked verb to. While I was reading, my mother was cooking. Two action happened at the same time. بستعمل فيهم ال past continuous وال past continuous. هذا بالنسبة ل while معناها بينما. أوكي، بينما كنت أقرأ أمي كانت تطبخ أو تسوي أي إشي، فبكون was plus verb ing and was plus verb ing. past continuous بنستعمل معهم while when the two actions happened at the same time. Another example, while she was running نفس الإشي while بتيجي مع past continuous. her father called. Here it's something else، مش الحدثين صاروا مع بعض. هون عندي past continuous وهون عندي verb to. لما يكون عندي past continuous و verb to معناها حدث قاطع الثاني. action interrupted another action. This was happening. هذا كان بيصير اللي هو الرننج، كان بتركض وهي بتركض أبوها اتصل فيها، فهذا الحدث قاطع هذا الحدث. Okay, we're done. Again, time expressions اللي انتوا لازم تعرفوها إنه when و by the time, before and while. هدول الأربعة هم بدوروا حول past simple, past continuous و past perfect. هلأ نيجي للtime expressions اللي عندنا بالwork sheet. when was or were plus verb ing. okay، بتيجي بعدين when followed by past simple، ومرات بتيجي when مع past simple وبيجي معاها was or were plus verb ing. I was eating when the telephone rang. هون the action interrupted this action، يعني هذا الحدث التليفون رن وأنا كنت عم باكل، فهذا الحدث قاطع the first action. في عندي before as we said، يا إما بتيجي مع past simple والشق الثاني بيكون had plus verb 3. okay، before I went to sleep I had brushed my teeth. or past participle before و past simple narrative tenses. never mind about this. simple past نستعمل talk about completed finished events in the past، نستعمله عشان نحكي عن أحداث متواصلة صارت بالماضي أو عن ترتيب وتتابع الأحداث to describe the main event of the story. وبيكون في عنا طبعا keywords. also the past continuous حكينا عنه اللي هو لما نستعمل while to describe unfinished events in the past, to talk about repeated action, to describe background of the story. background it means setting. okay، بنحكي فيها عن الوقت، عن التايم، عن الweather، عن البليس. when while we already talked about while in the worksheet. by the time we talked about the worksheet. okay، وهذا الفانكشن هون time expressions. we use time expressions independent clause to give extra information about the time of the event. وهون في عنا okay some sentences رح okay that's it. I'll give you a homework إن شاء الله.